Hello, my friend. Today we are going to review the latest news in the world of gaming, STALKER 2. A technical producer Yevhen Kulik interview was published. The developers confirmed the game is based on an adapted Unreal Engine 5.1 that was modified to create a big and vibrant world. They are currently working on optimizing the PC and Xbox versions of the game for the Alive 2.0 system. Kulik said that the game is both within and outside the field of view of the player. Some mutants and factions have their own territories, while others roam freely on the map. This creates a dynamic environment that reacts to player actions. STALKER 2 has also been praised for its sound design and shooting. The long-awaited shooter, first announced in 2010, is now due to be released on November 20th, 2024. The developers of STALKER 2, the next installment in the cult series, continue to reveal details about the game. GSC Game World made many interesting announcements during the promotional campaign. Here's one more. The game will require 100 hours of playtime. In a comment for Games Radar Plus, the developers stated that all content and buildings were created manually. The team did not use procedural generation. GSC claims that you won't be able to tell two identical buildings apart or two identical rooms apart. It is even more impressive when compared to the challenges GSC had to overcome during the development STALKER 2. We all know what is happening in Ukraine right now. The shooter will now premiere on the 20th of November for PCs and Xbox Series. The team of developers is counting the days until the release date and working hard to finish the game. Spider-2. Sony is adding its games to Steam in a frenetic pace. Insomniac Games has announced that Marvel's Spider-Man 2 will be available on PC. It's not a new announcement, since we heard all of them last year. It will be available on the platform as of January 30th. NX's software will release the game, as it has done in previous years. NX's representative stated that the company is once again pleased to work with Insomniac on Marvel's great projects. The game will support ultra-wide screens and keyboards and mice, as well as gamepads for both consoles on PC. There will be no DLC for the story, but there will be two versions of New Game Plus on PC. There are new costumes with different color options. Also, there are additional skill points and items for the photo mode. Marvel's Wolverine Insomniac is not only bringing us Spider-Man 2, but also the more intriguing Marvel's Wolverine. Insomniac work on Logan's game for over 3 years. The insider claims that the studio plans to show the project before 2024 ending. However, it's not clear if it will be at the Game Awards or another event. The development schedule has not been affected by the unauthorized appearance of footage from the game last year. Wolverine is a story that will be unique in the Spider-Man universe created by Insomniac. The PS5 version of the game will be released first, but Sony's strategy to release games on PC means that the PC version should appear within a few years. Squadron 42, Cloud Imperium Games, announced that Squadron 42, the much-anticipated release of the game, will be released still in 2026. This is an amazing 14 years after Star Citizen's first crowdfunding campaign. Cloud Imperium Games CEO Chris Roberts introduced the game and promised 30 to 40 hours gameplay. He also expressed confidence about the release date. Demo included a prologue, which introduced players to the role as a stage pilot, and CGI versions of famous actors like Gillian Anderson, Gary Oldman, and Mark Strong. The demo also included a space battle on a grand scale and a segment from a first-person perspective, where the enemy infiltrated the player's vessel. It was hilarious that the game crashed during the demo due to a glitch. The fact that the game was shown and not a video is great, but developers don't think about optimizing. It's likely to cost much more than fans' patience and expectations.
Do you have any idea what's going on out there?
The Thing. Remastered Night Dive Studios released the remastered trailer for the cult horror action game The Thing. This faithful restoration is of the 2002 cult third-person horror game The Thing, which was inspired by the 1982 Universal Pictures movie. The video included updated graphics, including cutscenes, monster battles, and other features. The developers have warned that the final game version may be different from the fragments shown. The game will be upgraded with improved lighting, anti-aliasing, and improved character models, animations, textures, and more. The story will remain the same. Captain John Blake will return as the protagonist, along with an American Special Forces unit. They will arrive in Antarctica to investigate an accident at a research facility. We expect that the game will be released in this year, unless the date is delayed.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this,
will be in good hands. Killzone. If you're a Killzone lover, then you will remember the most epic trailer ever made. I am talking about Killzone 2. You will be upset to hear that Guerrilla Games is officially done with the series. After the success of Horizon, the studio decided to not return to the dark, gloomy and grim world where Guerrilla Games started. The art director of the studio, Roy Postma, says that the team wanted to try something new, so they created Horizon's bright, colourful world. Killzone ran from 2004 until 2013, but it's now clear that the series is over after the 5th installment. After working on Killzone exclusively for 13 years and Shadowfall's failure in 2013, the team decided that they needed to change their direction and make something completely different and colourful, and a game that would appeal to a wider audience. The studio achieved this goal with the release of Horizon Zero Dawn, which has been sold in 24 million copies. Guerrilla Games is currently developing the Horizon Zero Dawn franchise. On October 31st, the Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered will be released. On November 14th, LEGO Horizon Adventures. So we expect new masterpieces from the company and move on. DeltaForce Hawk Ops. DeltaForce is finally going to have a full-fledged open beta instead of early access, which will smoothly flow into a full release. So it starts on December 5th, 2024, though only on PC. The game will be available via Steam and a separate launcher. As noted, such an early beta became possible due to the rapid progress of the development team. In addition, we will be shown a new operative in the game, new modes and new maps. Players were also promised no vipes and full progress retention. We expect the game to be really exciting. Assetto Corsa EVO. You can have a little fun by learning that the developers of Assetto Corsa EVO officially confirmed the inclusion of free run in the game. Fans have added this feature through additional mods. It was obvious after the September trailer, but we now have official information. Marco Massaruto has briefly stated that the free roam mode will allow players the opportunity to test their cars on roads other than the usual tracks. The new landscape technology allows for the creation of huge maps that have hundreds of kilometers worth of roads. This sounds like a very innovative technology, but in reality, it's just a new generation of procedural code. We shouldn't expect anything unrealistic, but the foundation is already in place. Maybe they'll make a good open-world game one day, and not just a solar crown. Assetto Corsa EVO is scheduled to release in early access in Steam in January 2025. It will also be available on PS5 Series and Xbox Series in the future. Naughty Dog's new game. Naughty Dog is working on something very big. According to the most recent information, the main characteristic of the game will include freedom of choice. Ben Henson says that the game is a realization of the original concept of The Last of Us 2, which was to have an open world. His sources claim that people who've seen the game are impressed. The game will be incredible. However, the details are being kept under wraps. Uncharted, The Last of Us, and other linear games from the studio will be replaced by a new, more free level of action. Neil Druckmann, the head studio in 2023, stated that he wanted something new and unconventional. We will then wait to see what amazing things he's done. The words, "You are not prepared for what this is going to be," will give you a lot more hope that the game will be cool. Dawnwalker Rebel Wolves has announced the release of their dark fantasy RPG, Dawnwalker. The game will be released with Bandai Namco. The studio will be headed by Konrad Tomaskevich, who was the former director of The Witcher 3. The team also includes developers from Cyberpunk 2077, The Witcher Trilogy, and other games. Dawnwalker will be created using the Unreal Engine 5, but for now, details regarding gameplay and release dates are still a secret. Rebel Wolves, in a recent press release, expressed their excitement at working with Bandai Namco. They cited the company's experience publishing story-driven games and supporting new franchises. We're excited to see what it could be. SniperElite Resistance, the next installment in the SniperElite series, has been officially announced by Rebellion for release on January 30th, 2025. The day after the release, Game Pass will also include Stealth Segment. Events in the game take place in parallel with the events of SniperElite 5. The story revolves around Agent Harry Walker, a member of the French Resistance, who is trying to stop the development of weapons which could alter the course of World War II to the Third Reich's benefit. The character's weapon is shown in a new X-ray animation that shows its destructive power. Bullets bounce off of bones and blast their way through enemies. The animations can also be activated while firing pistols, so that you can watch each bullet's flight in spectacular slow motion. You'll need to think like a sniper in order to hit the target on each shot. Take into consideration factors like weapon layout, gravity, and wind.